I have risen! All right, we're back. We're getting a super special, super sneaky, super scary fast Apple event on October 30th. And if you were like, wow, I don't want to be surprised at all. I really wish someone would ruin the whole event for me. This is the video for you. Scary Fast, that is the name of it, of the event. And if you give the quirky little invite a peek, you'll see that if you watch long enough, you short attention span little baboon, you'll find that the Apple logo morphs into the Mac Finder icon. And yeah, I don't know about you, but that tells me that we're getting Macs. But okay, Kings, are we actually surprised here? Like, for real? Because if you are a nerd loser like me with the neurodivergent compulsion to read every single little piece of Apple news typed up by other sweaty nerds just like us, then, well, you probably already knew something was going to happen this month. Case in point, on my podcast, Genius Bar, a couple episodes ago, I said that I felt like if we're gonna get an event, it would be a quick little 1 hour streamed event, no real in-person aspect, no hybrid aspect, just in and out, announce some stuff and leave. The only thing that did shock me is that this event here is the first ever, I think, the first Apple event ever to be held at night. This Scary Fast event is going to be held at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is super interesting. I am more excited that this is at night than I am about any of the products that may or may not be coming. Listen, is it too much to ask to have Tim Cook come out dressed up like The Undertaker? Because, like, I want that. Yep, anyway, on to the things. We expect Mac things and Mac-related things. So let's talk about said things. Ladies in Mental Gin, we are finally getting the M3 chip. Apple is putting their big boy boots on and is getting ready to blow our dicks off with the speeds only Apple Silicon can achieve. And I am ready to have my dick blown off. I'm not using it anyway. So, the M3 chip is going to be pretty nuts, actually. Hang on, nerd stuff incoming for a sec. I know, you'll be fine. This chip is coming in hot, fresh off the brand new 3nm production process. It's gonna be a screamer. Perfect for Halloween. Better performance, better power efficiency, better ingredients, Papa John's. Oh man, the contrast between this tech show and every other tech video that you probably already watched. Like, tell me you haven't already watched a tech video from your favorite tech YouTuber talking about the M3 chip already, where they showed you some sort of diagram and they zoomed in and they're like, oh, I predict this many cores and it's gonna be soldered here and they're gonna fuse 18 chips together. Oh, it's gonna be magical. Apple, oh, so fast. And then you come to this show and we're like, I don't know, man. The M3 chip is probably powered by that rat from Ratatouille. Okie doke. All right, so I gotta go into the sponsor segment now, but before I go, to keep you at the edge of your toilet seat, to keep you sticking around for after the sponsor part, we're gonna talk about more, and that more involves, wait for it, gaming. Huh? You know, the wireless earbud market is pretty competitive, and there's some not great stuff out there. That's why today's episode is sponsored by Soundcore and their incredible Liberty 4 NC earbuds. The Liberty 4 NC earbuds give you one of the very best noise-canceling experiences. That's what the NC stands for, by the way. You can expect 10 hours of battery life in these earbuds with another 50 hours in their fast-charging case. You could be listening to my voice for an absurdly long time. Coming in 5 awesome colors with ear tips to match any sized ear and crisp sound from the 11mm drivers, sending you high-res wireless audio. And here's the best part, you can get these for under $100. Go ahead and click that link in the description right now to grab your pair of Liberty 4 NC earbuds today. And of course, a huge thanks to Soundcore for sponsoring today's video. Oh hey, you watched it, good. You watched it, right? Going into the rest of this, I'm gonna try to make it less weird, so stick with me. Since we, just got a new 15-inch MacBook Air, most analists are confident that a refreshed Air is off of the table. However, there is this creaky old grandpa-looking iMac that is just rotting away with its old smelly M1 chip inside of it from 18 years ago. It could really use some tender loving. That is what I'm trying to say is I expect an iMac to be there, is what... Oh, all right. Biggest contender for the jump into M3 is iMac, hands down, both of them. If you got both, if you got one, just that one. We need it, Tim. Give daddy the milky. And to give credit where credit is due, our resident abomination rockin' Yeezys, Sam Cole, he did say that those color-matched braided cables that we saw leaked a couple months ago that we thought were for iPhone 15, he actually said that he thinks they're for the new iMacs, and yeah, I think so too. Kuoming Chi, he also agrees that iMac needs a refresh, with his statement also saying the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros are right there with it because, you know, the Pro thing's gotta be the fastest. Of course, if the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros get new chips, then naturally we'll be getting M3 Pro and M3 Max chips alongside them. Wait a minute, hang on, wait a second. Hang on, I have to check something. So now Kuoming Chi, as well as Mark Gurman, are both saying this Macs are coming, this is a Mac event, haha, I told you so. But if I remember correctly, Kuoming Chi was saying no Macs this year, they're not happening this year. And literally 10 days ago, Mark Gurman said no Macs until spring of 2024. Listen, man, credit where credit is due, right? Mark Gurman on Sunday for his newsletter said, hey, Apple event for the end of this month, and it's going to be all about Macs. And on Tuesday, 2 days later, it's announced. Great. But brother, my brother in Christ, 10 days ago, no Macs until spring of 2024. It's definitely not happening. And now, I told you so. None. Let's settle down, partner. Okay, so in terms of hardware, M3 chip, iMac, 24-inch iMac, not the 32-inch, 24-inch iMac, along with new MacBook Pros. Do we agree? Okay, we agree. It feels like, other than Tim Cook coming out dressed up like The Undertaker, there are no surprises. We know what's coming. Or do we? Let me place this little thought inside your brain hole so you can noodle on it. Gams. With the A17 Pro inside of this year's new iPhone, we got a larger shift in focus to gaming, with Apple even throwing in ray tracing. And to think, even for a second, that there's ray tracing in your iPhone, but it's not coming to Mac, you silly goofy boy. Could this be it? Could this be the year that Apple finally turns the Mac from this really pretty machine that sits next to your actual big boy gaming machine for actual big boy gaming needs? You know, that machine that's running Windows. Sorry, I could never say that word. Is this the year that we finally look at the Mac as a viable gaming machine? Does Apple have something super sneaky up their $1 trillion sleeves? Could the real reason that this whole event is at night, even though that sounds really cute here in the US, haha, spooky season, nighttime event, could the real reason for that be because nighttime here is actually business hours in Japan? And by chance, could Apple be working with a Japanese game developer to announce some sort of huge collaboration? I'm just saying, all right? This sounds really plausible to me. But then again, I am also a man that cannot keep track of my own glasses. I lost them like 36 hours ago-ish. Yep, still can't find them. So you should take everything that I say with a massive grain of salt. I just wake up. This is my daily routine. I wake up, I look at the news, I text Brian, the writer of the show, and I say, hey, write it about this one. And then I continue to eat a frozen spaghetti meal. Maybe I'll find time to actually film the show somewhere in there, and then soon after, I'm probably watching wrestling. So, don't listen to me, is what I'm saying.